Did you do the first Rams-Panthers game, or you did not? You did not call that game.
I did not. I
Okay.
did not call that game.
Okay.
Obviously, I studied it because I did a Carolina Panther game right after that.
And what are your thoughts about the rematch here, Mark?
I just think that the LA Rams are a much, much better football team. But it was interesting having studied that game and watched that game. Some lack of execution. Matthew Stafford threw a pick six in that game to Michael Jackson, and that kind of gave them a boost. And then it was a game where the one thing, you can say whatever you want, and I think there's a lot of question marks about Bryce Young, and is he the future quarterback of the Carolina Panthers? I think inside the building they feel pretty good about it. I think everywhere else people would have a lot of questions about, can that guy truly be a franchise quarterback? But he played well in that game and gave them an opportunity to win at the end of that game. Listen, the Carolina Panthers are structured in such a way that you got to run the ball. You got to take pressure off the quarterback. You've got to give him an opportunity to find his one-on-ones to Teteroa, McMillan, and the rest of those guys. But the bottom line is, I think the Rams are a much better football team and probably went into that game kind of taking the Carolina Panthers a little bit lightly, and I think that's ultimately what happened.
Yeah, maybe so. And before we dive into the rest of the wild card weekend with you, Mark, you would be perfectly positioned to give an opinion. You mentioned Teteroa, McMillan. You just saw Tyler Shough. Who's the offensive rookie of the year? Who would you choose?
Yeah, I would never vote a quarterback because quarterbacks don't play football; they play quarterbacks.
Nice.
So, I instantly eliminate quarterbacks. Although Shough has been amazing in the 8 starts or 9 starts that he had, so he was really incredible. Teteroa has been very good as well. I look at a guy like Gray Zabel with Seattle. The Seattle Seahawks dominated the San Francisco 49ers. I mean, that was a butt whipping that they put on them at every level of that game. But yeah, Teteroa has been good. Shough has been really good. There's been a lot of guys.
Shough's the guy. Let me just stop you there then. Instead of asking you that question, Shough, is he's the guy? Sticking with him? He's definitely for sure, right? He's a pro quarterback. And Kellen Moore's found his guy.
Yeah, I think you look at the Saints, and this is the one beautiful thing that has happened to the Saints coming out of this thing. I mean, they lined up, and that was like going door to door, knocking on doors as a kid. You're like a 12-year-old in your neighborhood, and you want to get together a nice game of tackle or touch Nerf football, and you went around and knocked on doors to see if they had any kids at the house that were willing to play, because you just didn't have, it was you and your buddy, and you needed you needed 8 more kids. You wanted to have a 5-on-5 Nerf football game. That's what they started on offense with the Saints. So he has been exceptional. Smart kid, unbelievably talented, both athletically gifted, arm talent wise.
Wow.
But from the neck up, just maturity rich, and doesn't really fall for the same mistake twice. They found their quarterback, and he played better than any quarterback drafted in this year's draft. He was the number 1 quarterback from a draft standpoint of this year's class. So they've got their guy. They've got a lot of work to do from a roster construction standpoint, but they've got their guy going forward to play quarterback.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.